Art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time. The wonderful thing about making any type of art is that it's part of you. Every time your brush makes contact with a canvas, you learn a little more about yourself. I believe in art, not just in painting pictures, but rather the process of art. The process of slowing down, letting everything you feel out, and just letting the brushstrokes and colors speak for themselves. With all of the crazy things we go through in life, sometimes we just need to paint. Not in a literal sense, but we need to slow down, let that breath we were holding in out, and realize that everything will be okay. High school has been a roller coaster for me, and it has forever changed me. Cliché, I know, but in 4 years, I lost friends, yet I gained even better ones. I saw my hopes die, but new ones start up, and I have seen everything I knew about my life crumble to the ground. Coming from a big family, everything we do is about us. All my life, it has been all of us doing everything together, but as a family. So my sophomore year was going great. Everything was on track, yet it was on the verge of derailing. At home, it was a ticking time bomb, fights and arguments all the time, and I was putting that part of my life away. But then, the announcement of the end had finally come. My parents would stop fighting, and along with the end of their fighting, so would my parents' marriage and my life as I knew it. From that moment on, I was numb. No emotions other than those fake smiles and staged memories. I felt no anger, no frustration. I didn't blame one or the other, but rather I sentenced myself on a guilt trip and decided to act like I was okay, when in reality, I was just starting to lose myself. I was moving along with life, but mentally and emotionally, I was gone. I gave up on trying with a lot of stuff, but mercifully, school was only a couple weeks from ending. Then the summer started, and it consisted of weekdays with mom and weekends with dad. No stability, and just a whirlpool of emotions. That summer was days of counting down until it was over. All that I could think of is how was I going to move forward in life, knowing that it may never work out. I had gotten the mentality that I wasn't going to get anywhere in life. It was just a dead end. Junior year had started, and it was time for the charades to continue. I was getting worse, and I was slowly self-destructing myself. I wasn't blaming my parents or anyone else. I was just blaming myself, and I put myself on my own path of self-hate. I had put everything on hold. I had no motivation. I had nothing that I believed in anymore. And when I thought I really was going to lose myself, just when I thought that I was on the edge, Miss Beardsley managed to save me. She had managed to wake me up from the nightmare that I had single-handedly created. My life wasn't ending. It was just a mild blue period. Miss Beardsley taught me that when I wasn't satisfied with my paintings, that I could start again. She would tell me that it was okay to relax and just start again, to pick up that paintbrush and just start again. I realized that I could start over again. My life wasn't crumbling down. It was just being ripped off the board, and it was being sketched again. All I had to do was refocus and pick up my paintbrush and just paint. I was done blaming myself, and I had started to accept the fact that not everything will work out the first time. My parents' marriage didn't work out, but it didn't mean I was losing everything. I reevaluated myself. Every tear I had cried, every moment that I hated myself, and everything I thought I had lost wasn't really gone. I had changed in multiple ways. I wasn't scared anymore. I painted what I felt, and in life, I just let myself go with what fate had in store. Now, as I'm painting, I no longer force myself to paint a certain way. I just let the brush go free. I know I'm not to blame, and just as I will always have a brush and paint, I will always have my mom and my dad, just not in the same house. Every struggle I had gone through and will go through have only helped me, and I know that I will be just fine. I now look back at all my artwork. I see my strengths and my weaknesses. I see my struggles and my victories. Every moment leading to this one, where I finally let that breath that I was holding in out, and I realized that I'm proud of every high and low of my collection. Every mistake has made me the artist I am today, and as I get ready to pick up that paintbrush and create something that's completely me, I know that this, I believe,